Okay, so for any trig graph that we need to sketch, sin x, cos x, tan x, or any sort of funny y equals 4 sin 2x minus 30, etc., etc., we'll build up to this, but initially it all comes from sketching this. And if we do the same routine for each one, and even for the easiest ones, it means doing those ones will be quite an easy step up, okay? So here's what we'll always do. We'll draw our xy axis, and we'll think about where the top and bottom of the graph is, and we can do it in a light dotted line. There's the top, there's the bottom. Then what we're going to do is think of one full wave. What is one full wave? On a normal sin x, where there's no multiples or anything like that, it's 360. And then we'll start cutting it up. We cut it in half, 180, and then we quarter it, 90, 270. Okay? Then we think, what is the bottom on a normal sine graph? -1, top is 1. Now, the shape is actually the last thing I draw. Before that, we think the most important parts are the roots, where it cuts the x-axis, and the maximum and minimum. And what we're going to do is go and mark where they should be. So the sine graph starts at 0, 0, and then everything's just in steps of 90, steps up and down. So step up to the top, the next 90 degrees, back to the middle, the next 90 down to the bottom, and if you like, it bounces back up to the middle. Then, when we draw our shape, every key point is exactly where it needs to be, because I drew them first rather than the shape, okay? Now, the cosine graph works in the identical way to the sine graph. Top, bottom, full wave, half, quarters, 90, 180, 270, 360, 1, -1. But the cosine wave starts at the top, and then it's all jumps of 90. Down, bounces at the bottom, back to the middle, back to the top. And to get that nice curve shape, I just started a little bit behind and went a little bit past, okay? And the tan graph is special. It's different in that its period is 180 instead of 360, and it's got a very different looking shape. So as such, we're going to treat it different. I'm going to stop this video now and do a separate video for tan. Okay, so let's use the characteristics of the tan graph to sketch it. X and Y axis. Now, instead of doing the top and bottom, because tan doesn't really have a top and bottom, what I'm going to do is mark where its roots are. Now, its first root is 0, 0, and then every other root is an even multiple of 90. So 90 isn't the root, I'll put a dash. The next root is at 180. 270 isn't the root, I'll put a dash. The next root is at 360, okay? X is for the roots, dashes, okay? And then going backwards, dash at 90, next root will be back at -180. Now, let's write on those values. 90, 270 here, 180, 360, -90, -180. Now, tan also has got the special lines called asymptotes that the sine and cosine graph don't have. And they are at the odd multiples of 90. So here's my asymptote. Point at which the graph will never touch. It's at 90 and 270. Back here at -90, all the odd multiples of 90. Now, to get the shape of the tan graph nice, a good technique is to start at the roots. So I'll start here at 0, 0. And go up towards the asymptote on the right and never touch it. And go down, so this will keep going up forever. Go down towards the asymptote on the left and never touch it. Start at the root of 180, go up to the right, and go back down to the left. Start at 360, back and down, and if my graph was further, I would go up and to the right. And likewise back here, I would go up, and if it was further on, okay? So that's how we get the shape of our tan graph.